We're here at the Lower Perkiomen Valley Park here in Oaks, Pennsylvania, and we're underway here in game number 2 of the men's division of the 2022 USAFL Eastern Regional Championships. The Columbus Cats and the Hoop Jumpers heading from left to right against the New York Magpies, and the Pies are moving from right to left, and they will slot that one in. The kick is on the way, and it's gone to the left, and it will be out of bounds. It'll be apparently a boundary throw-in. They'll have to beg our indulgence here in this game, folks. We do not have jumper numbers for the players. So everybody is going to be Smith in this game.
Smitty.
Smitty. Handball back, set that one up on the way. It's heading to the right, and again, just found the field of play, it looked like. And it did in fact go out on the full, so it'll be a free kick. Columbus, by the way, you'll notice that some of their players are wearing maroon shorts, and those are players from the Virginia Lions. They're based out of Richmond, Virginia, and they just changed their name to the Virginia Lions. They were the RVA Lions from their founding in 2018 up until about 2 weeks ago. One drops in front. All stripped and dispossessed, send that one forward. And ball goes to the ground. We do have one number for the Magpies, and that is Tim Arkelian, number 1. For the Magpies. Arkelian, my apologies, Tim. One of the social team for the Magpies. That one is sent in, tipped off the top. And they'll try and clear that one out. Goes to the far side. Great running, but now he's got to get rid of it, and he's galled for steps. Well, he had great speed coming out of the back, but kind of forgot the whole you need to touch the ball to the ground thing. And so we'll have a free kick. The Magpies, the defending National Division I runners-up last year in Austin, Texas, going down to Austin in the grand final. Hoping to make it back this year. Kick is on the way. Magpies, for the time being, trying to get on the board. That one is slapped through for a behind, and the first score of the game. New York 1, Columbus nothing. I'll say that we lucked out with the weather, insofar as if this tournament would have been held about 3 or 4 days ago, it would have been close to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. For those of you metric folk, probably about 35. This is Clyde Simpson, the captain, but he turns the ball over, handballs it out. They get away from 2 defenders, little handball in front. He'll line up, just the joint, didn't get all of it, but got enough. And New York kicks the first major of the game. They go to 1-1-7, Columbus no score. It's supposed to be not really a cloud in the sky. It's a lot different than when we were here 4 years ago in 2018, when I think we started naming the lakes on the field out here.
It's an encyclopedic meteorological knowledge there, Brian.
I like it. Thanks, Chili. I'm not Glenn Hurricane Schwartz, but then again, who is?
Glenn Hurricane Schwartz isn't even Glenn Hurricane Schwartz. No,
you're absolutely right. He has a better bow tie than I do. Ball comes back in the middle of the ground. Here is Simpson. Oh, well, somebody got falconed. And not the Maltese kind, because Spatera isn't here. I know that for a fact. And it'll be a free kick. Magpies lead 7-0 to 20-minute halves. Off the chest, and I think they're going to call advantage no matter what, as that one gets sent in, and it's through for behind, says Daniel Estes. New York 1-2-8, Columbus no score.
Missing a bit of a trick here, New York.
Yeah. Ball goes back in the middle of the ground. That one again sent in towards the sticks. And it'll rumble, and no, just kept in play. Out on the far side. And the ball has gone out of bounds, and again, boundary throw in New York. You would want to tip New York as the favorites here, as they are the Division I team, as we mentioned. Columbus played in Division III. They went 2-1 at Nationals last year. Ball gets shepherded along as it looks like one of the little fuzzy caterpillars just kind of moving along. Not a grease watermelon because it's not wet out there. The dew is mostly burnt off here at Lower Perkiomen Valley Park. Ball goes to ground, picked up by the Cats. Down on the far side, and the umpire pretending that he's landing up the road at Wings Airport up in Doylestown, and we'll have a free kick to the Magpies, who again lead 8-0. The Magpies and the Cats, 2 of the 4 teams in this men's division. We have 3 women's teams as well. All part of it here on USAFL.com, as there's a shot for goal, and that is tailing right. The umpire taps himself, saying, "I'm a good guy," and gives another point. 1-3-9 for New York. Columbus, no score. New York will have the Hawks after this game. Columbus will have DC. And the Hawks, winners earlier, having won by 3 points. They come out to the near side. One-on-one contest, and just getting the Cats player just getting his foot to the ball. And it did 2 hop out of bounds, and that's 4 runs. Wrong sport. I'm doing that in a couple of weeks. I'm doing cricket. Ball comes back into play once again. And stripped and dispossessed. Was he claimed? Yes, he was. Good tackle in there, and that'll earn the free kick. See if they've updated this. Nope, they haven't. So, barking out instructions here. Sends out one up to the near side. Off the head there. Stays in play. Got to be careful, guy.
Got to be holding the football.
Absolutely.
Great tackle.
Called by Adam Alvarez. That one is sent in. And it's marked. Oh, that wasn't marked. I'm sorry, it was dropped. I don't know why I said it was marked. I don't know. I haven't done this.
They've paid a Columbus free kick.
Yeah. Well, some controversy here, but at the end of all of that, the umpires conferring, and it looks like they're going to stay with their original decision of giving Columbus a free kick, trailing 9-0. Slides in, kick is on the way. That was an ugly kick, and it rightfully will end up with only 1 point, and they're very lucky to get away with that. So Columbus on the board with a point. They trail New York 1-3-9. Ball goes up on that far side, and the umpire says we'll ball this up.
Probably the worst camera work you've ever had.
No, not at all.
That is. It's very, very jolty, very disjointed.
That's okay. That's chilly, by the way, for those of you listening.
That's chilly, disappointing the hundreds of viewers online.
That's okay. Our growing horde as the ball comes
100%.
back into play. And that one is kicked on by the left foot, and that will bounce through for a behind.
Tell you what, Columbus are holding their own this early doors. If New York can not kick straight for the rest of the game, Columbus has a chance.
Absolutely, it's 1-4-10 to 1 point. And one of the things that's interesting is that I think it's these sort of games when you're a favorite, you don't want to let the other team hang around.
Right.
And that's exactly what's happening. And Columbus is hanging around, but they're not getting anything forward.
And there's a mark in the goal square.
And there will be a free kick from dead in front.
No, it's marking the goal square.
Thank you. Easy peasy and a goal.
Yep, happy days. Just as we said, Columbus' chance. You would expect New York to come over the top, but Columbus is showing a bit of fight here. It's good to see.
2-4-16 for New York, 1 point for Columbus. Here on USAFL.com, 2022 Eastern Regional Championships. New York making it back to the grand final last year for the first time since 2014 when they won. They defeating the then Orange County Bombers, of course led by the late Alex Oricchio, before he went on to, he actually came back in 2016 to play. Here is Darren Green. I know that headband anywhere. He sends that one in. Ball comes to ground, and that one is batted away, staying with it. That one, a great job of like bunting the ball through. Big tackle with a half Nelson, and then ball goes to ground. Green may have gotten away with a high tackle there. Umpire said play on, and they will get it the heck out of there, up on the far side. The ball will drop through, picked up, and here comes the Magpies. Sending that one in, 2 hops in, but the defense for the Cats is there. And the ball stays in play somehow. Big tackle. Umpire says play on. Now picking that one up. Long handball back. Sends that one through. And caught in self-defense.
That's
Didn't
good
go
kick.
15. And a good weighted kick. Here comes one of the Lions players from Virginia.
Another great
Columbus,
kick.
And he hooks up with Clyde Simpson. Simpson runs to the inside. Drives that one forward. It'll drop in front. And everybody...
I'd say it's pretty brave play by Columbus just to run and carry and play on at all costs when they've got blokes from the Virginia team that they don't know making up numbers. Really good to see.
And a lot of them are relatively new, Chili. The only one with any experience that I know of is Darren Green, the gentleman with the headband. I think he's wearing number 9.
Right.
In fact, I believe there he is there. So he started to run forward to offer an option.
Well, bodes well for East Coast football.
Yeah, it really does. And with all the clubs that are, especially in the southern part of the country, Rome, Georgia, Grovetown, Georgia as well. That one sneaks through. There's a man on the doorstep, but it's going to get cleared out right towards Chili and I. Over the mark is taken. That one will be chipped to the near side, and it's marked directly in front of us. No, it didn't take 15. It's caught.
It was marked by 15, didn't go 15.
Exactly. It was caught. Up to the near side. They're trying to string them together. And that's what New York has always been known for, stringing these passes together. As that one is to the inside, and it's marked in front. By the Cats up on the far side. We'll talk about that in a minute, Chili. As that one is picked up, long handball back, and kept in play. Sends that one in towards the goal, but off to the side. And they're having trouble kicking them straight so far. They go on to 2-5-17.
Must be that blustery gale force we're battling on this.
It really is.
Disgustingly adverse weather day.
Yeah, right. Up to the near side. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better day. In all seriousness, it is in fact perfect.
High 70s.
It's good for footy. We're good for cricket too. As the ball goes to ground. Mentioning that C word again. That one is kicked up on the outside. That one just stays in play, and he caught that with about 2 meters to spare. Sends out one inside 50, and that one is knocked down. Picked up, long handball back. Played out to the far side, and Simpson saw it drift away from him, but he stayed with the play and picked that one up and sends that one the other way. Goes through the hands, picked up, went for that. Could have been a throw. It wasn't.
It's got him high.
And then he caught him high. We're talking about New York, Chili.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. They were the 6th seed of the 6 seed teams there.
Yep.
But that shows you the 6-team format. The fact that they lost. It was a heavy loss to Austin in the first game. And they were still alive because of the because they won. They made it to the semifinals. They won their semifinal matchup.
Yeah.
And made it onto the grand final, where ultimately they were really just completely outclassed by the Crows.
Only in the second half though.
Yeah.
Had a really good first half, really strong first half.
Oh, absolutely. It was close, but by the third term, it was party time basically. All the forwards there for Austin really started the line up.
Yeah.
Ball's up on the far side. The score here, by the way, New York 2-5-17, Columbus 1 behind.
And that's just the strength of Austin. I mean, they can afford to rest Kenrick for the first 2 or 3 games and play him on the Sunday instead.
Yeah, they really could. But they've got so many other players as well. We will see Austin in some capacity at the Central Regionals when we go to Minneapolis, Minnesota. But we're in the here and now. New York still hanging on to that 16-point lead. That one dropped in front.